too. And today we're going to talk about the middle, and more importantly, why nobody talks about the middle. We normally focus on the start and then we focus on the end, but we don't really talk about the middle. The middle is just where things happen.
I know, and people ignore it. Everyone's just interested in, oh, I want to start this, and then the end goal is like, oh, amazing, I've done this. But the middle bit is the real juicy bit. Yeah. It's the messy bit. And it's the bit that we really, really love.
We do.
But people don't talk about it. Why don't they talk about it?
Because the middle bit is messy and murky, and yeah,
wobbly.
And we never know where the middle bit is going to take us. We can have an idea of where the end goal is going to be. We don't know where the path is going to be to get there, because the path will go all over the place.
Yeah, and within that messy bit in the middle, that's when really difficult things happen, whether it be conversations, feelings of self-doubt, changing direction, trying new things,
letting vulnerabilities come through.
Going, I don't know what's going on here, it's out of control, like all of those things that people don't like to be seen doing happens. It's all in this messy bit. Nobody talks about it, but the messy bit is the juicy bit. The messy bit is when people can give up and walk away, but it's also the bit where the most growth can happen. So in that middle juicy messy bit, why do people walk away?
Sometimes if it's because they're working with a teacher or a coach, it's because they're not getting the support from the teacher and the coach. Because a lot of the time when we're teaching, we get to this place in the messy bit and in the middle, and things start to become a little bit uncoordinated, unrefined, because we're playing around with new skills and new techniques. And as a teacher, you can go, that's fine, that's how it's meant to be. Which is true. And as a teacher, you're absolutely right saying that. The problem is the student and the person at the other end is going to go, well, I've got no direction and I'm going backwards and it's not working. And if you don't identify that and actually come out and openly say it, they will walk away.
And there's like, if we look at how the teenage brain works as well, in the messiness, if you're learning something, in that moment of, well, I can't do it, there's no point, it is lost. You've lost them.
And they're not necessarily going to say.
They're not going to say it out loud. They're not going to admit it because
they've been told that it's allowed, this bit's there, but they don't understand the purpose or the reason. And
so you have to kind of really take time to explain what's going on and to support it and be ready to catch the mess, don't you, in that messy bit, to avoid people leaving, giving up, throwing the towel in, whatever phrase it is that they do in the middle. Or going to someone else, or you'll find people flip from place to place all the time, and it'll always be they'll get to a certain point and then it's because it got tricky, but it wasn't really understood. Yeah. And so how do we then nurture the person in that tricky kind of messy middle bit to make sure the real magic happens, the growth?
Oh, we celebrate the messiness. We so celebrate it. We encourage it. But more importantly, we explain why we're celebrating it and why we're supporting it. We have to give them the understanding, because as soon as someone knows why they're doing something, even if it's something they think is making them worse or is failing or isn't going to give them the sound they once they understand the reason behind why they're trying to do something, they're prepared to try.
We all prefer that, don't we? But we all prefer a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, even just like, I didn't really want to, get up and walk the dog so early this morning, but it was hard. Or I don't really want to do the washing, but I've got to get that done because there's a reason to get it done. Whereas if there wasn't a reason for something needing something clean, I'll just leave it and it'll grow. Everybody loves a reason in the most tiny little tasks. So why wouldn't you want a reason as to why you're doing something in the difficult stuff?
Exactly. And sometimes that reason won't be, well, if you do this, this will happen, this will happen, because you don't know. But you can go, so we need this to happen so I can see where things are falling apart as this teacher, to help guide you, help give you tools to see what we can play with and see how we can overcome it.
And sometimes you jump feet first in with them and get messy with them.
And go,
do you know what? I'm not sure how it's going to work. Shall we give it a go together? And as soon as somebody's got somebody to try it with together,
that's always the key.
That's when the magic happens. I've had it with the young person where it's like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. Well, I don't either. We'll learn it together. Let's try. And it doesn't take very long before they're going off in their own direction, and they've built that kind of let's give it a go kind of attitude to kind of step forward. So it is a bit magic.
It is, and it is where that growth really does happen. It's where it can fall apart and you feel like you're going backwards. But as a tutor or facilitator or a coach, that is our place to really guide at that point and explain and reason and show the purpose behind it.
Yeah.
And sometimes do it yourself so that they see that you do it, because they have to see that it's not just them.
And you've also got to think, in like this journey, you've got the start, that's a little bit here, the end goal's a little bit here. This messy bit can be really, really big in the middle. It can be a really long time. So it's also really important over that time to have little check-ins to celebrate the wins and the successes and see the build-up, because otherwise it can feel like you're in that mess not making progress. Whereas if you add up all the little wins, and that's what we're saying about, we celebrate the wins, but you've got to celebrate each little one, and then in 3 or 4 weeks time you'll be like, oh, do you remember you did that? Now you're doing this from it. Oh gosh, yeah. And like building up all of those threads, that end goal, whatever it is, whether it's a performance, it doesn't matter what it is, a job, the outcome will feel so much sweeter and the celebration will be so much better, because it's a celebration of all the celebrations.
Completely.
Building up the end. So yeah, mess is good.
We like mess.
We like mess. We like the middle bit. So yeah, maybe start talking about the middle bit sometimes, not just the start and the end.
No, we need to know where we're at. We need to know where we're going. But we do need to check in a lot during the way and go, okay, so this is where we are. This is what we're hoping to get to next. Sometimes you're going to get to that next stage point it's like a big long car rally or something, and checking points along the way.
Oh, that's a nice way. I like that.
So you've got your start, you've got your end goal, and you've got your check-ins along the way. Now some people will go that way, some people will go that way. Sometimes you'll come across roadblocks or diversions. So we need to check in every so often and go, okay, so the next phase, we're going to hit these problems as we head along it. So these are going to be the things that we're going to try and do. And sometimes we're going to just have to adapt as we go through.
So if you're in the middle of a messy bit at the minute, in that middle messy bit of real juicy stuff, what's your little win for today, or this week, or this month within that little messy journey? Celebrate it. Remember, don't be tough on yourself.
It's not always about the end goal.
Not always about the end goal. Till next time.